Hello, thank you for stopping by my kitchen. You are very welcome as always. And a big welcome to my new subscribers. I have noticed on YouTube that I have quite a lot of new subscribers, so a very big welcome to you. So today for dinner we're having an omelette, so I thought I'd film it for you. It's a red and green pepper omelette, and I don't think omelette are used enough for dinner. We have them for breakfast and perhaps brunch at the weekend, but they do make a nice dinner if you put something yummy inside. So the first thing I'm going to do is chop my onion, and it needs to be chopped quite finely. If you can hear any noise outside, it's just started teeming with rain, so I can't stop that. We'll just have to put up with the noise. It's really coming down. Now we're going to use half each of these peppers. I will use the other half for something else later in the week, but I do like to get two colours of peppers. You can just use one pepper if you're not going to use it for another recipe. I would suggest green. I have made it with just green pepper before and it is tasty, very tasty. So just take the top off and I'll cut it in half because I only want to use half. I take these little fleshy pieces off. I always keep a piece of kitchen roll by the side of me for the bits, and it all keeps it all together, all the bits that are going to go in the compost caddy. And this needs to be cut up quite fine too. What I do is I just cut it into strips, and then I will chop the strips into little squares. Now if you want your peppers to be quite crunchy and not too well cooked in your omelette, you would be better off putting the onion in the oil to start cooking now. You'll see what I do in a minute once it's all chopped. But because I do like my peppers very well done, obviously you've got to cook your onion well, but I like my peppers done well too, so I'm going to put them all in the pan at the same time, which is why I'm putting them on the plate. But if you like to have crispy peppers, if you prefer that, some people do, then just leave them on the plate like this and we'll put them all in together because they take about the same time if you want your peppers well done. Now for the green one, I'll just go around the top, yank out the middle, tip out all the seeds and do the same as I did to the red one. And these I'll wrap and put in the fridge for another meal. There, and I'll get rid of all this in the compost bin. So once the onion and the peppers are all diced, we just need to put a spot of olive oil. I know I normally say use a lot of olive oil, but you don't need too much in this because we are going to actually cook the omelette in butter later on. It's just the veg that's been cooked in the olive oil, so we don't need lots to throw away later. So just enough just to cover the veg. And once the oil is warm, just put the onions and the pepper in the pan. You can tell by this already that the omelette is going to look lovely. All these colours. And this will need to cook until it's very well done. Just stir occasionally and then just let it fry off like that in the oil. So with the magic of editing, my peppers and onions have had 15 minutes in the pan. I just want to show you what they look like. So the onions have just started to brown and the peppers have softened. And as you can see, they've reduced quite considerably. Basically, you need to cook the peppers and the onions as to how you want them when they're in the omelette. They will not cook again in the omelette. The omelette won't be in the pan for long enough for the onions and the peppers to cook anymore. So yes, that's about how I like mine. So now they're all cooked, I'm going to take them off the heat because they do need to cool before they go into the egg mixture. About 10 minutes I normally leave them for, so they can still be warm but cool enough to go into the egg mixture. In the meanwhile, we will prepare the eggs. So it's about half hour since I last spoke to you, and I've been getting the rest of the dinner ready in the meantime. I've been out to the pond to feed the fish, and I'm waiting for my son to get in at 7. So the omelette is ready for him fresh. I've just filmed whisking up 3 eggs and the salt and the pepper. And I hadn't filmed it on the camera. So all I've got in this jug is 3 eggs and salt and pepper. And this omelette tonight is for 2 people. I should think it would do 3 just about, but I don't think it would do 4. So that just gets whisked up nicely. And it was just ordinary sea salt and pepper from the pepper mill I put in there. And then we're just going to pour in the peppers and the onions that we cooked earlier in the olive oil. And just give those a stir. I think I can hear my son coming in, so I'll just check and then we can get on with cooking it. So he has just walked through the front door, so we're good to go. I don't know. So I'm putting some butter into the pan and just heat that up. There is a tiny bit of olive oil in there still. It will just all mix together. I just like to put the butter in because I like to cook an omelette with butter, and that's all. If you can see steam coming out here, it's coming out of the oven. I've got potatoes in there to have with the omelette. I'm just waiting for my butter to melt. And just pop it all in the pan. Try and spread the peppers out a little. And try and get all the onions and peppers from the bottom of your jug. There. Once the omelette starts to cook, I just like to run the thing around the sides there, just to loosen it up from the bottom bit. And then I turn it down slightly, so the egg cooks and it doesn't get burnt on the bottom. Once it's brown on the bottom, I hope you can see that there, I just turn it, fold it in half and just push it to the middle of the pan. Turn it down a bit too. We just want the middle to cook now. I like the middle soft, but I want it cooked. There. I just cut that in half, and that'll be half each for us tonight. Right, I'll turn that right down now, and I'll serve up the rest of the dinner with it. So we have half an omelette each. And tonight we've just got these roasted potatoes. I make these roasted potatoes a lot as they are very easy. I will make a video to show you how, but it will be very short. So here is the finished omelette. So easy to make, but very tasty. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you all again soon.